This is the story of a man named Stanley. Welcome to my first video. Today we're gonna cover the most legendary test game the world has ever seen, or at least I've seen. Next one's gonna be Outer Wilds. I mean, not the next on the queue, I mean the next in my list of super cools. Without further ado, let's go in.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, let's step out of our office for a moment. Yep, we're stepping out of my office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, good idea. Let's see if we can interact with anything here.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. Let's turn these off, see what'll happen.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What the hell is going on here? You saying everyone is unique. How do you exactly tell, God. If I stand here, oh, the register's up there. What the hell? Can't I do what I hate about my boss? Wow. about pollution. Less air. Right. Okay then, looks like it's shuffling back. Ooh, fancy.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay then. Oh, executive bathroom. Let's see. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Oh, that isn't a poetry, is it? I don't think it is. I don't think it's called poetry. Let's just continue on. Oh. Well, that is magical.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yeah, that
Shocked,
is weird.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh. So what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Let's find the key somewhere. Huh? With me? Ooh.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh, I mean, let's try 8888. I don't know why, but 8 seems something a boss would choose.
2845.
Come on.
8.
What? Let's do it again.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story.
I got it with the 8s.
Did-do.
What the? No. Okay. Link plus. Yeah, I think. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Oh, it isn't.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
That is a solid question, man. Oh, so it is functional. Thank God.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What? Oh, what's this? Oh, if I do this, I can escape from the mind control facility. Yeah, let's do it.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I can't risk it. Let's just go in. At least if we go away, we don't get killed.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Dark. Does this give you a hint of what you might do here?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh my god, this is quite terrifying, to say the least.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What's that? Freedom meant nothing. Oh, elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No!
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Wow.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Wait up. It says offline. How the hell am I mind manipulated right now? Maybe the door that I opened might have.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes. That is what I'm here to do. Oh, 5. Wow. What is going on here?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
What was over?
Yes. He had won.
What's going on?
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Freedom from what?
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Actually matters a lot.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Or is the narrator tricking me? I'm not standing to the open door. No, this is a trap, I'm sure. No, wait. I'm sure it's gonna be something like the ending in Portal 2. That it's all a lie. Because of various things that I'm not going to spoil if you don't know the timeline. Wow. Okay then.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Are you sure about that? What's happening? Didn't I get freed up? But why am I back here again? What the hell's going on here, man? I hate Sundays. I can't really tell if that's a Monday or a Sunday, because Sundays are written with an O. The sun is written with an O, not a U. Because if it was written with a U, it would be you.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Almost
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah. Whatever you say, man. What is that? Input? How do I do the input? Yeah. Wait up. I have this setting here which actually does the recycle dot? No. First person shooter? No. Second person shooter. Yeah, let's go. Of course, why not? Second person shooters are completely legit games that exist. Oh. What is going on here?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, something's real fishy out here. I'm not entering the left door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Of course I do.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Was that what I was going to? What's the Oh.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Let me see if I can see.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Maybe this is the cause of my, I don't know, co-workers managing, co-workers
At this point,
managing.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. There's some kind of trapdoor here, I'm sure of it. That wasn't
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Game? Maybe he means life, because life is a game.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I will not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten
What do you
about.
mean?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Now, where are you going with this narrative?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I'm just gonna close the door and go. Oh, I can't. Perfect. Let's do this. What's going on?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
You're lying. Why should I do that?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley.
Out with it. Oh.
You're a real person.
What? Oh.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why
out.
you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
So long? What do you mean?
If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
What are you talking
Well, I
about?
won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
What?
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
Oh, you gotta
But if
kill
used
me.
incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
Wow.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make?
The second
Remember
one.
that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
What?
Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness. Is it 43?
Excellent. Making
Let
choices on
me-
a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise
Wow.
to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back.
the hell?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Where are you going with this? I really don't follow. I am a real person. What are these?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
What?
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
You gotta be kidding me. What the hell kind of excuse is that? Ooh, map. Destroy course I made a few seconds ago. But what if I just go and sit in the employee lounge because I'm a real person, right? Yeah, let's just.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Why should I? I love the employee lounge. It's so beautiful and so relaxing and so blue. Which is so relaxing, you see. Oh, even cups are blue. Coffee. Is that supposed to be funny? I don't know. Maybe it meant something else. I want to sit. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's how you do valve style. Okay, this is getting nowhere. Let's just go. I could just use the auto move.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, if I want to make it home safely, because I'm a real person, looks like. Gotta do it, man.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What the hell? Why is the broom closet?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Why is the broom closet locked? Aren't we supposed to go back and, I don't know, pick up a broom and do some brooming? Oh.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yeah.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
Wait up. What the hell is
who
going on?
orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Well, I am
He
speaking.
spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Should I hold the interact button? Night Shark 115. Please, man.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It doesn't open. It might
Okay,
not work.
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for
What?
this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had
What?
a choice, you know.
You-
You could have gone
Oh,
through the door on the right.
yeah.
You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain
was
yourself, you
going
coward.
to.
You
Oh.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, please tell me what the hell's going on here. I do not follow. Looks like I should enter through the right door. Okay.
No! Why did you do that?
You told
Quickly,
me to do
hurry
that.
back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed
is
my
okay.
work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Oh, that is a projector.
I have to.
What those? No, please, I will die. You are ones. Oh, I'm not dead. But what does going on here?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you. You're a child. Oh, my story.
You're being
If
so
you'd just gone through the
mean.
door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What's going on? What the hell is this?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
Oh, look at his
Are you
ears.
listening to
Look
me?
at his nose.
Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You can't be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
I am.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
What was that?
I'll wait
Sorry,
for you to
little
decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Oh, dude. What the hell is this ending? What? Didn't the game just end? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I really don't know what to do now. There are more paths to explore.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I must go on with this.